As I was listening back to my interview with Schutz, something stuck out to me because it's been coming up a lot lately. Schutz mentions the moments of loneliness. She talked about the loneliness of being a person with a pretty visible chronic illness in a society that doesn't like to see illness. She also talked about how relationships have changed and how some people can't handle chronic or serious illness. Many of my guests talked about loneliness this season. And just last week, I was meeting with a young man who's going to be a guest next year, and I brought up the issue of loneliness. And he agreed and talked about how people had disappeared after his diagnosis. It's probably come up in all seasons, but I'm really keyed into it this season. There's probably a lot of reasons for that. I myself have gone through a recent period of isolation. I went from working a job where I was very connected to my team and seeing new people every day, to being at home and not seeing anyone other than my family on most days. Thankfully, I work on a team with the best people I know, and they've made a significant effort to remain connected. I've also recently talked to some folks who are grieving, experiencing a similar phenomenon. People disappearing or unable to experience the grief of others. It leaves the grieving person to grieve alone, and like Schutz said, being forced to be a good actor, pretending the grief isn't there. All of these mentions of loneliness have made me take notice, and I have a few things to say about it when it comes to folks living with illness or grief. First of all, I get it. If you're uncomfortable around people that are ill or grieving, I get it. It can be uncomfortable to witness illness and grief for a lot of reasons. Seeing unpleasant emotions can evoke similar emotions in us, which is unpleasant. It can remind us of our own losses and bring us back to places we never wanted to go back to. Seeing serious illness can make us wrestle with our own mortality. It's scary. Maybe you don't know what to say or what to do. Maybe you're afraid of saying the wrong thing or hurting feelings by being awkward. I get it. If this is you, that's okay. It's okay to be afraid. But the best things in life are often on the other side of something hard. And I will tell you this. Showing up, being present, and being yourself is the most important and perhaps the most miraculous thing you can do. Just show up. I've heard so many patients say that even when people say the wrong thing or come in being awkward, sincerity and presence covers over whatever weird thing you might say. And if you're living with serious illness or are grieving and are feeling the loneliness of loss, I get that too. Sometimes it feels like nobody can handle the weight of what you're carrying. Sometimes it feels like everyone has advice, but nobody's listening. Sometimes it all just feels incredibly isolating. If this is you, if you're feeling isolated, lonely, I get that. And as odd as it might sound, you're not alone in your isolation. It's not unusual. In the first episode of this season, Sue talked about the illusion of separation. She had a moment of enlightenment, a vision, when she realized we're all just part of the same consciousness, intentionally separated in order to feel love. I don't know if Sue's vision is true with a capital T, but I do know this. We're all here together. We all got here in pretty much the same way. And we'll all leave in pretty much the same way. We'll all take our turn with loss, grief, and death. And the reason this podcast exists is to give us all the opportunity to consider our own mortality, to wrestle with who we are and who we want to be, to learn about what's important as shown to us by people coming to the end of their lives. One common theme is that connection is important. People aren't usually worried about dying. They're worried about saying goodbye. They aren't often trying to do some fantastic adventure with the time they have. They're trying to have dinner with the people they love. Because connection is important. So I want to invite you to connect. If you've been avoiding someone living with illness or grief, connect. It might be hard, but you'll be better for it, and so will they. If you're living with illness or grief and are feeling isolated, reach out for connection. Tell someone what you need and give them the opportunity to show up. I also know that connection in that way may not be an option for you. So, I want to invite anyone who needs a listening ear to connect with me. Chris and I are taking a few weeks off, coming back in the new year to wrap up season 3. And while I don't have a physical gift that I can give to our listeners, I do have time. So if you're trying to support someone living with illness or grief and would like to think with someone about how to do that, get in touch. And if you're living with serious illness or grief and would like a listening ear to offload a little of the burden that you're carrying, get in touch. This is not about getting guests for the podcast. This is just me having a little time, offering to be a chaplain to you. My email address is in the show notes. This is the last episode of the year, and I'm so grateful to everyone who's listened. It's an honor and a pleasure to bring these stories to you. I hope the end of your year is warm and bright, and I'm looking forward to what will come. This is Dying to Tell You.